The call came in the middle of a meeting. "Mr. Hale, this is Mrs. Carson, your daughter's teacher. She just fainted. You need to come immediately." Then the line went dead, replaced by static. The drive to school was a blur of red lights and racing thoughts. By the time I arrived, my wife was already there, arms crossed, her face pale but expressionless. The nurse's voice was soft but firm. She's severely malnourished. When did she last eat? "This morning," I said. My wife's complexion drained further. The teacher asked me to step aside. Her movements were professional, controlled, but her hand shook as she opened my daughter's lunchbox. Inside were 2 plain slices of white bread. No butter, no filling, no fruit, just bread and a folded napkin with a childlike scrawl. "Sorry, Mommy." Those words lingered. Severely malnourished. That night, our home felt hollow, cold. My wife drifted to the kitchen like a shadow, pouring wine, pretending to read emails. I observed everything. Her gestures, her furtive glances at the trash and where the lunchbox had ended up. The past months replayed in my mind. How she'd stopped letting me prepare meals, her repeated insistence. I've got it handled. And how our daughter had begun asking, "Daddy, can I have dinner twice?" When I questioned her, her tone was too calm, too measured. She's a picky eater. Maybe she skips lunch at school. A small lie, sharp as a blade. Years in the military teach you to notice deception, not in words, but in what's left unsaid. I said nothing, only watched. For weeks, I played along. Each morning, I kissed my daughter goodbye, drove off for work, but never far. From the car, I watched her discard the lunchbox every day. My daughter never noticed. She believed she had food. The puzzles started to come together. Receipts hidden in drawers. Bottles of appetite suppressant. Notes in my wife's handwriting. She's getting chubby. Control disguised as care. A darkness pressed in my chest. Not anger yet, just a rising disgust. I contacted the school nurse, instructed her to document every weight check, every observation. Then I set up a motion-activated camera. In the kitchen. Silent. Invisible. I needed proof, not for me, but for the inevitable lies. The evidence came on a Sunday morning. My phone buzzed. Motion detected. The footage revealed her carefully removing sandwiches, fruit, cookies from the fridge, placing them in the lunchbox, and then dumping everything into the trash. She smiled faintly at the empty box, then replaced it with 2 slices of bread and the same note. "Sorry, Mommy." I watched it repeatedly. By the 3rd viewing, all emotion had drained. No shock, no rage, just quiet, cold clarity. That night, I printed frames from video, labeled each with a timestamp, and slid the envelope under her pillow. The next morning, her scream barely registered. "Mark, what is this?" I didn't respond. I turned on the news, let the footage play frame by frame, alongside school and medical records. Her voice wavered. "You're setting me up." "No," I said. "You did it yourself." I didn't call the police. I didn't yell. I didn't touch her. I went to the school, handed the footage to the principal, the nurse, and the state investigator already alerted to the situation. They handled the rest. When I returned home, she was packing, mascara streaked across tear-stained cheeks. "You're ruining my life," she whispered. I leaned against the doorway. "You starve a child, control her. You ruin your own life." She dropped her suitcase, collapsed, whispered my name like a plea. I was already gone. The authorities classified it as psychological abuse through food deprivation. She insisted it was love. I received full custody. My daughter eats properly now. She laughs freely, sleeps soundly. Sometimes she asks, "Why did Mommy hate me?" I answer gently, "Mommy didn't hate you. She hated herself. You were just close enough to be used." At night, in the quiet, I replay that note. "Sorry, Mommy." I wonder how many times she wrote it. How many mornings she let my daughter feel guilt for her own hunger. I've moved past rage. Only clarity remains. Some people don't just lie. They reconstruct reality. Cruelty by cruel, tiny step. And when you reclaim that stolen power, vengeance isn't necessary. Truth, Precise and unyielding is enough. Some punishments aren't loud. They are quiet, permanent, deserved,